Guys, today it's just me, Jolter. Woo, Phil. Okay, they're not here, so it's just you guys, myself, but thankfully, also these killer flipping boots right here. So the box in itself is actually, well, it's pretty promising. And inside, we have the Puma Future Netfit 18.1 texture boots. And basically, they look like this. They're hella awesome. Go buy them. Thank you very much. Good night. No, I'm kidding, guys. Obviously, we're here to talk about them. And normally, I wouldn't do this on my own because I need my wingman to kind of, play ball with, react with. But these are so flipping awesome that I just decided to go into the studio and talk about them myself. So here we go. Basically, a pretty wild colorway of the Future Netfits. We can kind of say that it's the boldest just yet, because after the launch, which was this guy, the relatively toned down black and yellow ones, we also got the really bright yellow, black and red, kind of reminded me of McDonald's boots, but some people liked it. It was really out there and it gave the Future a lot of, should we say, exposure on the pitch. But then we have the texture pack, and let me just applaud Puma for making an absolute stunner of a football boots. Listen guys, we have this here animal-like camo pattern that I know if Jolter was here, he would be rolling on the floor screaming, gasping for air because it's kind of his jam, but it's everywhere. It's on the upper, it's on the flipping sole, and white, black, or gray, black and orange, it's just always gone well together, and fusing it into this kind of safari print like pattern that has actually been inspired by the instinct of those animal hunters. So you can kind of say, if you wear these, you can be as lethal as Griezmann on the pitch. Well, it's just a really, really good looking graphic design, I would say. Of course, yes, there will be some people out there who instantly look at these and say, hey, I've seen this before somewhere. And yes, you probably have. Sorry, Puma, but I couldn't let this one go unnoticed, because the elephant in the room is that you probably also kind of remember the Hypervenom tubes. Not by any means the best boot ever made, but it still had a really, really cool pattern and graphic on the sole plate, which was this. An animal-inspired pattern, camo. You could kind of say that they're a little bit similar, although I actually do like the pattern on the Puma Futures a little bit more. But then, there's also this, the OG Safari black and white orange boot, the Superfly 2 CR7 Safari is the first signature boot that Nike actually made for CR7, and it also looked really, really good. Not of course only because of these here dots they were even on the flipping laces, but also just because it had the black, it had the white, it had the big orange lovely swoosh, it had the chevrons that were kind of reflective, and of course we had the carbon fiber plate. But what these boots didn't have was, in my opinion, they didn't have enough orange. Enter the Puma Future Netfit 18.1 texture, because we have the Evo knit sock in orange that I think actually makes the boot pop a little bit more. Of course, the shade of the gray is a little bit different here. It's also slightly blue if you can see it, but despite the fact that it might look a little bit like the two Nike boots here, it's so flipping good looking that I'm gonna let it slide. I'm actually very, very cool with it because no matter what, you're gonna look extremely fresh wearing these on the pitch. Now, speaking from a tech perspective, this is of course just your normal Puma Future Netfit 18.1s. It's all built up around the Netfit technology, which is this net here, as you can see on the boots, that sit all the way on the upper, basically on the outside of the upper, to allow you to customize your fit like you want it. Say you have a wide foot, okay, you go relatively high on the lacing so as to not really make the boot wrap that much around your foot, to give you a bit more width to accommodate for your wider foot. You could also have a slim foot, like myself, then you would probably go deeper to make the upper hug the boot and be tighter around the top of your foot, to give you a locked-in sensation and the feeling of you not having too much space inside of the boot as well. You can even go for some heel lockdown if you go around here, and basically the options are endless for what you can do with the Netfit boots. But But apart from that, we also have an extremely soft textile upper that's been coated with this silicone stuff here. And as you can see, even straight out of the box, it's very, very soft. And I promise you guys, once you break these in, you're not gonna believe how soft this material gets. After just, should we say, 3 to 4 hours, it's a lot different than when you just take them out of the box, and it gets really, really personal. Combining that with the Evo Knit sock, which both Jolter and I agree is the best knitted sock on the market, and we're talking nice comfort, a great fit, a personal fit if you want it, it's relatively lightweight, and you get a decent texture on the ball as well. So if you haven't figured out already, not only do I like the look of the boots, the laces, guys. Anyways, I like the look of the boots, but they also perform really, really well. Even if you gave me a blackout, I mean, I would rock these any day just because of how they perform. And looking as fresh as these, I mean, I'm absolutely down. Just one more thing, for those of you who like a camo, boom, you also get this. Probably a bit too wild for me to rock it in public, but I mean, if you're into that sort of stuff, by all means. There's also a pair of orange laces if you want to go super duper extra orange, for those of you who want to do that. And then basically, it's all about getting your camo swag on. But guys, if you want to know how to customize your Netfit boots, basically to your liking, I've actually made a video about it. You can find it if you click the eye in the corner of your screen. You can also go and check out the reviews we made of the Puma Future Netfits. You can find it by clicking right down here. You should also leave me a comment of what do we actually think about this boot? Are you as crazy about it as me? Write down in the comment section below. And then you should do yourself a favor, go and subscribe, slap on them notifications by hitting the green bubble somewhere over my head. And guys, with that said, I'm gonna go have some fun in these. I'll see you next time. Signing off. Cheerio.